Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my Ghost of Tsushima Legends class build and combat tutorial. So today I'm going to show you guys every unique technique, perk, skill, and class ability of all of the Ghost characters that are available to you on Legends mode. Yes, although every one of these classes comes with global abilities, what differentiates them from each other is their unique skills and techniques that is available to only their class. So we'll break those down in detail and figure out which playstyle suits you best. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe for more Ghost of Tsushima tutorials all year long. You can also click on the card in the top right corner or go to the description below to see my all Ghost of Tsushima tutorials playlist of all the videos I have made this season. So first things first, starting class choice matters a lot in Legends mode, so beware of that. This is because the class you choose will be the one you are kind of stuck with for a while until you can gain enough ranks to change classes, so beware of that. So the first one we're going to break down is the Samurai class, and of all the 4 classes available to you, this is the most independent and survivable class. So this is kind of the tank class, and you can see that reflected in the technique, skills, and abilities this class has. So the first main free resolve ultimate technique that this class has is the Hachiman's Fury, where you can just fast strike and destroy free enemies immediately. So this is kind of like an AoE ability. Its unique class ability is the Spirit Pool, where you will activate it and steal health from your enemies as you are fighting. So this kind of makes this a two-way build where you can do damage and heal yourself essentially at the same time. Or you can change that class ability by rank 10 to Explosive Blade, which gives you a more damaging melee attacks that deals explosions. Now as you get to rank 2, you'll get your first perk, which is just more health, so health by 25, as this is the tankier class. Lightning Reflex is also will allow you to parry arrows while you're blocking at rank 3. At rank 5 you get Heavenly Strike, so this is kind of like your one resolve skill. Each class has that. The Heavenly Strike, you just hold circle and triangle to cut through an enemy. You can hit multiple enemies if you line that up correctly. At rank 7, you get the Deep Strike perk, extra melee damage, and then you also get the Critical Defense next, which gives you bigger parry windows at low health. At rank 11, you will upgrade your ultimate, your Hachiman's Fury, by gaining 2 strikes, so you can kill 5 enemies at once. And by rank 14, you get the cooldown perk 15%, and then by rank 16 you get an extra resolve point, so you have more resources to use. And rank 18, the same for every class, you just gain extra legendary item that you can equip. So that's the Samurai class. The next one is the Ronin class, and this is the support class, the only support class in the game, and I believe this is the most valuable class available to any party, or even for a user to kind of go solo. So this essentially probably is the best class in the game if you can use it right. So let's take a look at the abilities and perks and such. So the ultimate of this class is the Breath of Izanami, which will allow you to revive all your down allies, which causes free resolve, but this gets better as you will see later. So your first class ability is the Spirit Animal. You can activate this by summoning a dog companion for a short amount of time, so this gives you an extra person pretty much to fight with or distract the enemy. Or you can change it at rank 10 and get it to the Healing Increase, different class ability. This one you just lay down a pot of incense so you can heal your group mates around you, kind of like an AoE heal. And the first perk, rank 2, will allow you to increase damage of all of your ghost weapons, which every class has, but the Ronin class will get the buff here. And the next one is the perk 2 is the Staggering Imposition, which increases your stagger damage by 15%. And the next one, Soothing Breath, which will buff your Breath of Izanami. Not only will they revive your fallen allies, now you will also heal them over 8 seconds. So that's very good for the Ronin class, as your ultimate kind of gets buffed. The next one is big. The one resolve skill is the Weakening Burst, which lowers and increases damage by 25% and weakens enemies. The next one is you gain 1 resolve by rank 9. By rank 11, the Breath of Izanami now also ignites enemies nearby all players, so it will revive, heal, and hurt enemies. Rank 14 will decrease your class ability by 15, which is same for everyone. At quick regen, at rank 16, it's going to bring you back more health by 50%. So the next class up is the Assassin class, which I feel is probably the most damaging, high damage, and kind of like the Vanguard style, but you need a team with good comms to use this. So its ultimate skill is the Shadow Strike, which kind of allows you to kill free enemies instantaneously. kind of like the ghost mode in the game. Class ability is Toxic Vanish, which allows you to vanish and strike again, and the Poison Smoke causes staggers damage. And at rank 10, you can also change it to Group Vanish, which just makes all of your allies vanish with you. That's probably way better. At the first perk is the Critical Strike, inflict 30% extra damage. At rank 3, stealth attacks are faster and quieter. And as you can see, the Shadow Strike gained 2 extra strikes, so that's the ultimate. This class is really focused on being able to assassinate. And to do that, as you can see the perks and abilities, to do the assassination properly, you need a team with good comps, because you can't have a whole team rushing in with this class. It's going to be the assassin that goes in first, then the rest of the team goes in, or your other partner goes in. So comms are highly necessary for this class to be maximized, because all of the skills as you're seeing up here, it's all revolve about assassination. So make sure you have a team with good comms, and then this class will probably be very useful. And the final one is the Hunter class, which essentially is the arrow build of the group. And this one is, if you are good at aiming, this is completely devastating. So you can see the ultimate is the Eye of Yushisine, which is similar to the other classes, but you can essentially kill 3 enemies from a distance. First class ability is the Staggering Arrow, which when fired also has an AoE effect of staggering around. The next one at rank 10 probably is better is the Explosive Arrow, which causes multiple enemies to catch on fire, another AoE skill. First perk, Executioner, increases headshot damage by 50% within 12 meters, so that's essentially any close range arrow, headshot, one-shot kill. The one resolve skill is going to be to refill 30% of all ammo types, so even if you run out of arrows as you're using a lot, you can refill by using resolve. Pinpoint allows you to gain a headshot even if it's a body shot 50% of the time, so that's huge. And the next one is the Scent of Blood, so if your hunter assassinates someone, for 30 seconds after, her reload and draw speed will be increased by 100%, so that's insane. Status damage effect will be increased by rank 9, so all of your fire arrows will cause even more damage, and that's actually very good, as you're going to be in a distance firing fire arrows along everyone. The next one is the Eye of Yushisine, will be further increased. And then at rank 14, once again, is the cooldown decrease. And then as it goes on, by rank 16, piercing arrows allow you to shoot through shields of enemies, so that by the end your hunter class will actually be very viable on its own. So it's a high damage class, much like the samurai, but from a distance. So which one you choose is really up to you, but the classes in general are very balanced, with the samurai probably being the one that is the most highly survivable and the one that most users will likely go on to, because it's the tanking one and it kind of feels like in-game. But when the hunter class is used correctly, you can pretty much thin out the enemy groups before your teammates get in on it, so that's also huge. But it takes aim, so that's kind of the risky aspect of it. The assassin is probably best used in a team environment. With a good team, the assassin will be able to just clear out parties before it even becomes a problem, and it will also help enemies just lower their stagger and help teammates vanish. And the Ronin is probably the most valuable that is needed. Might not be the best, but it's the most needed one in any party, because it is the one that has the most healing abilities, and it has multiple access to it, and its ultimate kind of stacks and becomes very powerful. The Ronin can do AoE, heals, and do damage. Alright, so keep an eye out for more Ghost of Tsushima content as I rank up and level up each of these classes, and I'll show you what they each look like with gameplay as they are level up, and what kind of charms and weapons and unique inventory you can make them even better. So more class build tutorials coming. So as always, thanks for coming by, and I'll speak to you guys again very soon.